Sitting beneath Tightwad Hill, California Memorial Stadium in Berkeley. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Colorado Buffaloes and the Cal Golden Bears. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
The Colorado head coach told me before the game he is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Buffaloes headed for the ball, and we are ready for action. From inside his own 15, looking for room.
Cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Perry. He gets a block. Got a little room. Just barely able to keep him from housing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Throwing, Lewis. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch.
Hey, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there because you came...
Might have a chance. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Colorado!
Well, that's the start you're looking for if you're David and you're trying to upset Goliath in a game that nobody gave you an opportunity to win. What a nice job offensively, just making good decisions, taking care of the football, and making the plays when they were available to be made. They march it down the field. They get on the scoreboard, David. And I think this crowd right now is shocked.
They are shocked, and it got a lot quieter. And here's the good thing. Now the confidence goes through the roof. Coaches talked about it. We got confidence. We can win. The players have to believe. And they talked about something good happening early. Not letting this crowd go bananas. That's how they drew it up. That is an excellent start for this squad.
Quarterback may change this route. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out through the 25.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. throwing, Sangapolatelli. Complete along the sidelines, and that'll be good enough for the first down.
And a really good job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet and trying to stay in bounds, but did a good job catching the football first and then getting that 1 foot they needed in bounds.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Floats it out in space. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the 1st.
The Golden Bears are rolling down the field. Again, it's Sangapolatelli. Grabbed over the middle. It's Perry. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Cal. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. He'll try to tack on one more.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Lewis. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know,
got a little grass, and he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Strong, firm tackle.
defense thinking run all the way, and you could tell they sell out. They stuff the run. Now it's 3rd and short. Will they run again, or are you going to force them to pass the football?
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Just a short pass to the tight end. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
Here's Lewis to throw. With the catch, it's Perry. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Lewis wants to pass. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover 0, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cal!
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. Fielded in the end zone. It's Perry. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Throwing, Lewis. That's reeled in, it's Young. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Lewis to throw. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Young. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. It's Lewis again. Gonna take a shot. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Sangopolitelli working that left side now. Makes the grab in their space. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Here's a little room there. Headed to the end zone. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Golden Bears.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. Fielded in the end zone, it's Perry. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Lewis. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Catch in the middle. It's Atkins. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Here's Lewis to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
And the Buffaloes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. From the gun on third down, Lewis. He's got him. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throwing, Lewis. Here's the pressure. Zings it complete to the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Lewis wants to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
That is no good. After the missed field goal, still down by 21 points, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Jaron Chiave Songopolitelli. He's going to let it go. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Songopolitelli from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it here.
Punt is on its way. Now on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Timeout called as the play clock had gotten down to 3 seconds. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Lewis. He's got the back in the middle. Turns it on in midfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Lewis to throw. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
And the Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Picks up the first down. Still on his feet at the 45. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. And the Golden Bears will try to punch it in on first and goal. He wants to change this route. With the run on first and goal. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
JKS. Looking to get it in.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now third and goal. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more. For the break. The defense trying to make a stand on third and goal. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
I know the aggressive play is to go for the touchdown, but with a little bit of lead right here and a great start for my offense, I'm going to kick this field goal, Palmer.
I'm going the other way. I'm going aggressive here. You can put the nail in the coffin with the touchdown. Even if you don't get it, they still have to drive the entire field on your defense.
Fourth down, Songa-Bolatelli. Touchdown, Golden Bears! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That's his third touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
And I like the decision to go for it, and I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch, huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
He'll bring it out. It's Perry. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Here's Lewis to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
And I like you got the first down of the drive, so maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
This time it's complete. At the 45 on his way. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. To the air again, Lewis. Makes the catch, it's Young. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Buffaloes headed quickly to the line.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Booster. Throwing, Lewis. Finds his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Colorado will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Lewis wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I like where the quarterback got, because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Fourth down, Lewis. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. To the end zone and is picked off. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away. The defense took advantage with the interception.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. Let's see what he can do with it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. Lewis. He's going for it all. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with a look in on Iowa State taking on the number 14 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Cyclones coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Wide receiver comes in motion. Lewis from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Buffaloes will punt this one away. A low line drive and short kick. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here comes the Golden Bear offense ready to start this drive. Running to the left. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Oh, they're after him, and it's a sack.
I know this defense feels like they missed some opportunities. Yeah, they had 2 sacks their last game out, but they feel like they left a bunch more out on the field, and they wanted to try to get to the quarterback in this game. That was finally the first time they registered a sack so far here. Curious to see how this pass rush looks the rest of the way.
From the gun on 3rd down, Songa Bolatelli. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Hits him in stride at the 10. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And it looked like for a second, man, he was going to take that all the way. He was going to score, broke some tackles, made the play, down inside the 5. He finally gets wrapped up. Now this offense set up with a 1st and goal situation.
Throwing, Songa Bolatelli. Touchdown, Cal. Fired in from the red zone for the score. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches. Prime inside the 10. Here he comes. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here.
Ready, go!
Here's Lewis to throw. Unloads it left. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll get him down after a solid return. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Under fire. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Songapolatelli. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Might have gone into that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense. Man, he's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on 3rd down. And so far, this defense, they can't find the answer. They can't get him to the ground. They've got to find something to slow this dude down.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Jaron Kiave Songapolatelli fires into the end zone, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Cal!
You know, it's tough to start a year. You got to go into a hostile environment, play a good team. They weren't able to get that win, but they've looked entirely different in this one. Playing at home, they've been feeding off of the energy of their crowd. They've executed better, and they're going to feel real good after this win.
And right down the middle. He'll bring it out. It's Perry. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Caught behind the line. It's Smith. Turning it on. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Throwing, Lewis. The short hands, it's Young. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Buffaloes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Buffaloes will have it 1st and 10. Lewis to throw. Dances away to buy time. Keeps the play going. And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rode him out of bounds and forced the loss.
And this offense has done such a good job protecting their dude at quarterback, but the defense finally gets home. Listen, that's their 3rd sack in 2 weeks. They got to do a better job applying pressure on the quarterback.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
You got to give this defense a ton of credit because they watch the film. They watch this offense go up and down the field. This QB throw multiple TDs their last game out. Didn't allow a TD pass in the first half. And here they are in the second half doing a nice job defending the deep ball.
Go.
3rd down from the gun. Lewis. Got his man. Finds a crease at the 20. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Really nice decision by the quarterback. 3rd and long, and nothing was open deep down the field. So he's able to check it down and get it to a pretty athletic guy who shows you what they can do with the ball after the catch. He finds a few blocks, he uses his speed, and that turns into be a...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffs!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And they'll try to tack on 2.
Ready, go.
Lewis. They're setting up the screen. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out.
Number 35, set to kick this one away.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He goes out of bounds at the 40 after an excellent return. Cal's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion.
Ready, go.
Hands it off on the counter. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. It'll be 3rd and long.
Ready, go.
JKS throws for the tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Punt is on its way. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here's Lewis to throw. He's going to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Makes the grab on the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short, and you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Throwing Sangapolitelli. Using the quick game. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that will probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's strong. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Sangapolitelli snags it over the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Again, it's Sangapolitelli. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking deep. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Sangapolitelli from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the catch. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Keep it on the ground. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Makes the grab. It's Young. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
Snagged on the outside, it's Williams. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion.
Check. 28-29 bounce. 28-29 bounce. Ready to go.
On the run, it's Young. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get...
Hits him inside the 20, still going. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, and excellent field position for this offense. The offense changing the play. From the gun, running back on the move. Breaks into the open. The 30, at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Golden Bear.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Throwing, Lewis. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
And the Buffaloes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Lewis wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
Lewis from the gun on third down. Working on the right. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down. Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find it.
And it's picked off for the fourth time today. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Golden Bears! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Coming out with it, it's Gibson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's it.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. They'll stop playing momentarily for the injured Buff. That's their freshman quarterback who was injured on the play. As they attend to him, Holly will keep an eye on things for us. And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. Wilson to pass. He'll pull it down. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drummed. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Caught in the backfield, it's Adams. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
From the gun on third down, Songa Bolatelli. Working the middle. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Turns it on down the left side. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this offense has had a good day, and more importantly, this team responded from last week. 0-1, didn't look good to start the season, bouncing back, getting a convincing victory. Nice job by this team handling adversity early in the season.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Young. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Maybe some room here. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
You could see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd down.